This is BBC One in the South, and now South Today with Sally Taylor and Roger Finn.
The woman who's been refused cancer treatment because she lives in the wrong area.
Why should Portsmouth people have to pay when Southampton people, Poole people, Bournemouth people get it on the national health?
Who's suffering from ovarian cancer is being refused treatment on the NHS because of where she lives. Joan Gunter has been told she can't be prescribed the anti-cancer drug Taxol because her health authority says it's too expensive. If she lived in a different area, though, it's likely she'd be allowed to have the treatment. Tonight, a cancer specialist has fueled the debate about rationing in the NHS by saying the drug should be prescribed to those patients who need it. Here's our health correspondent, Jane Luscombe.
Joan Gunter was diagnosed with ovarian cancer last month. As if that shock wasn't big enough, she was told that Portsmouth Health Authority won't pay for the treatment most likely to prolong her life.
It's bad enough coming to grips with the initial diagnosis and then to have this thrust on us in addition, you know, the extra pressure, but having to make a decision over Taxol, you know, it's almost unbearable.
Taxol was originally used for advanced stages of ovarian cancer, but clinical trials have shown it's also effective earlier on. This has vastly increased the number of people it can help, which means the potential bill has also soared. But it's up to each individual health authority to decide if it will pay, and Portsmouth won't.
If Taxol is funded, it means, if it's funded now, it means that other services may have to be curtailed. And in the long term, it means that other developments will not go ahead.
However, if Joan lived across the Solent on the Isle of Wight or in Dorset, the drug would be paid for. In Southampton, specialists were also given a limited budget for Taxol, but they've already spent it.
I think it's completely wrong, and it's a stated aim of the government. There shouldn't be postcode prescribing, and the same treatment should be available to everybody in the country wherever they live.
In the meantime, Joan and her husband Elwyn are using their savings to pay the £9,000 cost of the treatment.
But I mean, what's £9,000 against your life? You know, what can you do? So we sort of said we'd pay, but we were, you know, disgusted by it.
Portsmouth is reconsidering its position, but changes wouldn't be made until next year at the earliest. Jane Luscombe, BBC South Today, Portsmouth.
A woman suffering from ovarian cancer who had been refused a drug on the NHS by her health authority will now receive the treatment. Joan Gunter was told by Portsmouth Health Authority that she couldn't be prescribed the anti-cancer drug Taxol because it's too expensive. Following last night's South Today report on her plight, Portsmouth Health Authority says Mrs Gunter will now get the drug and that £50,000 has been made available for the treatment of others.